Just a quick network update for you guys from T-Mobile. I drove around yesterday, and the 3 pictures that you will see in this video are all being upgraded at the same time. So this is the first one. This one here is in early progress, so they just got to the site, and this site is going to get the N41, N71 upgrade. So it'll likely, in this setup, there's not a lot of space, so it'll likely just have the N71 panel, the big panel, and then the small square N41 panel, so that way there's enough space on this tower. There isn't a lot of room to really expand or add additional support for more weight. So that's kind of how they have to build that out, which I don't foresee that being a problem. I still see performance being solid on this site. So then the next one is another mid-band only conversion. So this 2-sector site had mid-band only. It never got band 12, and it's now getting low band and, of course, N41. Now, why is this a 2-sector site, you may ask? Why do they even exist within cities? The reason it's happening here, because as you get closer to downtown, you have to take interference with the border in consideration. So any sector facing south, you just can't face the sector south because you'll cause interference. So as T-Mobile is doing and Verizon downtown does the same, you have to point the 2 sectors in a direction that face east and west, and you just have to keep it at that. You can't face any sectors going south closer to downtown. And then this next one here is another 2-sector that they're upgrading to N41 as well. This one already had the mid-band and the low-band N71. It is now getting N41 as well. So again, it's going to boost the performance across the board on all 3 of these sites simultaneously. So they are ramping up a bit in the month of December, which I did not expect. I actually expected some of these sites to run into next year. I did see them on the permit log, but apparently they had some year-end funding available, or these were already part of the purchase orders that they had paid for, and now the contractors are able to do it. So we'll see what next year brings. I'll keep track. I'll let you guys know. They are very deep in this N41 deployment. So a lot of markets, bigger markets, are starting to wrap up in terms of the sites getting N41. They've had 2 years to do it, so there's no wonder. So we'll see what they do in 22 in terms of the macros that have already been upgraded. I think now they're going to start shifting towards Sprint conversions at a bigger scale, and then maybe add in some sites, some new sites that are needed in some areas, and then maybe they start shifting towards the 50,000 small cells that they are planning on deploying. So, but I would not be surprised if the CapEx volume does slow down a little bit in the urban environment, mid-sized, bigger cities, and see that money shifting towards the coverage expansion. I don't foresee that being a problem. I think that there is enough capacity now in some of these markets that they have to fill first with home internet or more lines. So there is capacity now that they can keep growing, as they mentioned. And Mike Sievert said it again in the recent conference. They are #1 in the top 50, and they gained fair share in the top 100. He says if they had somewhat decent share, 20-30% in rural, they may be the #1 carrier in the United States. But they're non-existent in rural America, so therefore they have to take a back seat at #2. But they will be aggressive. So I could see the capital allocation going towards rural America and trying to accelerate a bit of the 10,000 new builds, new site builds, and also converting the Sprint sites in more of the rural settings, the Sprint coverage sites. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Look forward to reading your comments. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe for more updates. Follow the social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.